going on, y'all? It's your boy, Uncle K, OHG representing, man. We up here with another stream, another crazy case. Now, imagine this. Your wife get to her a new person and you crushed them to death. I don't even know what happened, but I'm interested to see. The title says, man crushes ex-wife's date to death. Guarantee you that shit wasn't that good, boy. Well, I don't never understand that. But let's get to this video, man. We back at it. Chill.
Somebody hit him on purpose.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. I can't tell. Just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him.
Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up, Davis.
Oh,
Open this off because this is going to be a crime scene.
All right.
On May 7th, 2023, a 46-year-old man's lifeless body is found at the end of a secluded road, lying in the grass 50 feet away from his wrecked vehicle. Police and first responders get to a scene that has all the markings of a terrible accident. But when investigators start putting the pieces of this tragic puzzle together, they begin to uncover a truth that is far more sinister. The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 1:34 a.m. on the morning of May 7th, 2023, a frantic 911 call comes into dispatchers in Greenwood, South Carolina.
Okay, what happened?
Somebody has hit the car and he's out of the car and he's been beaten. He's unconscious.
Is it a car wreck?
But it's a one-person car wreck.
He's unconscious?
Yes, it's really bad. He needs immediate assistance.
Okay. Is he breathing?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay, listen to me. Where is he bleeding from?
His nose and his definitely his nose.
You said his nose and what else?
Definitely his nose, and I can't tell if it's his ear. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's out of his ears really bad.
Okay, listen to me. Is he flat on his back?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to turn him onto his side?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. You said he's bleeding from his nose and his ear?
real talk, right quick. I don't mean to mess up the video. I know y'all hate that. I got this new mug, this Contigo cup. How you make it so that you can drink out the hole at the top? I can't figure it out. Maybe I'm crazy. Somebody in the chat or somebody send me a message how you work these Contigo cups. It's just fine. You keep stuff warm for 4 hours and cold for 12, but I just have to untwist it every time. I don't know. I don't like that. Where they do that at? My bad. Back to the video show.
Yes.
Okay, is anybody out there with you?
Yes, I'm with two other people. He needs help right now.
We've got EMS and law enforcement coming, okay? Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's breathing? Is his chest moving up and down?
It doesn't seem like it. Can I touch his chest?
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay, listen. Do you feel any warm air coming from his nose or his mouth?
No.
You don't feel any warm air?
Damn.
Actually, maybe. I can't really tell. I'm sorry. I'm scared to touch him.
Okay, I understand. What is your name?
I feel it.
The dispatcher works to help the caller, a teenager named Megan, provide as much assistance as possible until first responders arrive.
Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's still breathing? Can you try to talk to him, see if you can wake him up?
So I can touch him? Is that okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up, Davis. Come on, Davis. Wake up.
Can you tell if he's breathing?
I think he's breathing, yeah.
You think he's breathing? Okay. Is he moving around at all when you call him?
No, he isn't moving.
Okay, what's his name?
His name's Davis McClendon.
This is only the first of many personal details that will emerge on this horrific night. But as police and EMTs descend on the scene, the first order of business is to save Davis McClendon's life.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, my God. Oh, they're giving him CPR. Oh, my God.
He's still on the line. He might not be breathing.
Come on, Davis.
Hard to tell anything.
As the first deputies and medics arrive on the scene, it becomes quickly clear that the 911 caller's use of the phrase one-person car wreck was misleading. It's true that only Davis McClendon is here at the scene, but a deputy notes that his injuries are consistent with being struck by a vehicle. His damaged BMW is sitting some distance away, and the vehicle that seemingly hit both Davis and his car spilled oil all over the road. In fact, the oil isn't just splattered here at the scene. It leaves a trail heading away from the Hunters Creek subdivision. 2 Greenwood deputies decide to follow that trail, and from what Megan and her friends have said, they have a pretty good idea where it will lead them.
Myself and 316 are going to head over there, see if the vehicle's there.
The house that he's supposed to be at with the kids is... Are you heading there now?
Yes.
I'm going to head with you.
No, stay here. Yates and I are going to go over there. We're going to see if the car is there.
Do you know what vehicle it was in?
Negative. We're going to go see if we can find a vehicle there. Start roping this off because this is going to be a crime scene.
All right.
Although the 911 caller didn't see the incident, she definitely has strong suspicions about what happened before she arrived.
Who assaulted him?
But we think it's Bud Ackerman. He's just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him. And then we came to check up on him, and then we found him like this.
Okay, so the person that assaulted...
Oh yeah, she know way more than what she leaning on. She might have something to do with it. What y'all think? You think she had something to do with it or not? I don't know. Other than, I'm not saying that she just had something to do with it in terms that she's the wife or the ex-wife. I'm talking about, do you think she orchestrated it? I don't know. But she does sound kind of distraught. I don't know. You know, they be playing games, boy.
Assaulted him, you said his name, Bud Ackerman?
Yes.
Does he live in Hunter's Creek?
Well, he lived in Hunter's Creek until him and his wife got separated, and he had him moving on his parents, and like right outside of Hunter's Creek, it's like 2 minutes away. It's like Old Abbeville Highway.
Okay, did he assault him? Did he have a weapon, or do you know? Did anybody see him assault him? Did anybody see it happen?
No, I don't think that we got here. Nobody was here. We just thought we were going to leave until I saw his body a couple feet away on the side of the dirt.
Megan, who is still back at the scene, is not alone. She's with a woman named Meredith Haney, who is Bud Ackerman's estranged wife. Megan is in fact a frequent babysitter for their children, the 3 of whom are staying with Bud for the weekend, Meredith tells police. And as the deputies make contact with Bud at his parents'
Oh, so she's the babysitter for the family. She's not the ex-wife. The ex-wife is the lady, this lady in this picture right here. So, okay. She knows a lot about this for her just to be the babysitter.
Meredith tells police. And as the deputies make contact with Bud at his parents' residence, those kids and their safety are their first priority.
Devil, I see it. Hey, garage is open. Garage is open. Sheriff's office.
Yes, sir.
Are there some kids here?
Yeah.
Okay. Whose kids are they?
Mine.
Yours and who?
My wife.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
All right.
You have your ID on you?
I do not.
Okay. Just step over here for me.
Bud will do very little talking to police that night, but they've already got the beginnings of a tangled backstory, merely from what Megan told them in her initial call.
Okay, so how did y'all know he was out there?
Because he's dating my wife, and he's been really drunk and he's really mad. He's been trying to find her all night.
Okay, so David has been dating Bud's ex-wife?
Yes.
It will later emerge that Meredith and Bud separated and began divorce proceedings approximately 1 year earlier. But while Bud will later admit that this breakup was against his wishes, his frustration with the situation reaches a new level on April 29, 2023, about a week before the incident. That's when he learned from a mutual friend.
That's the same person? Bud there is the same person as Bud here? That's the same person. Oh, man. Marriage does stress you out. I've been married once, boy. My locks was falling out and everything. So maybe that's what. Jeez, bro. They definitely was going through it. He aged quick. Look at them.
Divorce proceedings approximately
Man.
1 year earlier. But while Bud will later admit that this breakup was against his wishes, his frustration with the situation reaches a new level on April 29, 2023, about a week before the incident. That's when he learned from a mutual friend that Meredith had begun dating a man named Davis McClendon. Investigators will later find a text message Bud sent to a friend expressing his outrage at the news. Bud texts, "What the hell is Davis thinking, man? I mean, what the hell, Danny?" Danny replies back, "I have no clue what you're talking about. What did he do?" Bud writes, "He's been Meredith." He goes on to say, "I had my suspicions, but it was confirmed by her. I can't believe he'd do that to me. I mean, damn, I've known him my whole life." And when Danny simply writes, "I don't know what to tell you, Bud," Bud replies, "Damn, I don't know either. It's just up." Exactly 1 week after the text exchange, on the evening of Saturday, May 6th, Meredith and Davis go out to dinner at a restaurant called Break on the Lake, where security cameras pick up their arrival. It's only 4.5 hours before the tragedy on Avid Road. Davis goes inside while Meredith stays behind in the car. She's FaceTiming with her kids, who are at Bud's house and using their dad's phone to chat with her. What she doesn't know is that Bud is observing the screen as well, and he recognizes the scenery in the background. He doesn't know for certain that she's with Davis, but he has his suspicions. It's 8:48 p.m., and a bad night is only just beginning. Many hours later, deputies at Bud's house take careful note of the fresh, oily footprints that decorate the floor.
So, footprints. Yeah. Footprints. 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 That's the door I came in.
Yeah, man.
Oily footprints. Oily footprints.
The investigators follow the footprint trail back to a bedroom where they appear to come to an end at the foot of the bed.
Is this parents' room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twist there, one here.
Man, that's a typical white person blouse. I've never seen a black person in my life wear nothing that look like that. My bad. I ain't mean to say that, but y'all know I ain't lying. Jeez.
This bunch. Yeah, bunch right here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the shoes that he's got on now.
Yeah.
Investigators will indeed find oily residue on the shoes Bud is wearing that night, as well as a small amount of what appears to be blood on his hands. Both were presumably clean earlier that night when he was at a local bar called the Key West Club, where surveillance shows him ordering at least 4 beers over an hour-and-a-half time period. But Bud isn't just drinking and socializing. He's making repeated attempts to get in contact with Meredith, who's left Break on the Lake and is now with Davis at a friend's party. At one point, frustrated that Meredith won't take his calls, Bud texts her a message. "Why do you hate me? I just don't understand." When a friend who was at Key West Club that night calls Meredith to tell her that Bud is gone, Meredith and Davis head up to the bar themselves. According to what Meredith would later tell investigators, Bud continued calling repeatedly during this time. She says that when she finally did take his call, he demanded to know where she was and why she was refusing to speak to him. The call logs would later reveal that between 9:07 p.m. and 12:15 a.m. that night, Bud attempted to call Meredith a total of 36 times. At his residence in
He wild. Yeah, that's scary. Nigga call you 30-something times. He definitely a serial killer. Scary, scary, scary.
the hours after the incident, investigators take a close look at Bud's Ford F-250, which just happens to look like it's been in a crash.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's when I walked up and I was like, oh yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's a palm mark. But like that right there, yeah,
There's little specks right there.
Mhm.
I was like, oof.
Bud himself refuses to answer any questions without a lawyer present, but the circumstantial evidence is piling up quickly. As for Meredith, she says she tried reaching out to Bud's friends and family while at the Key West Club earlier that night. In the meantime, Davis sent a text message to a friend saying, FYI, apparently Bud is drunk and out trying to hunt Meredith down. She's wanting to call the cops. I was hoping maybe you could get his dad to rope him in. At almost the same time, Bud Ackerman is on the hunt. scoping out the parking lot at the now closed break on the lake restaurant for any signs of Meredith and Davis. He makes 2 circles through the lot before leaving. Investigators will later learn, thanks to the Ford's onboard computer, that he also drove down the street where Meredith lived and down the street where Davis lived in an effort to find the couple. Back at the Key West Club, Davis decides enough is enough and tells Meredith he's going to call Bud and talk to him about the relentless attempts to get her on the phone. Meredith watches her boyfriend walk away, never imagining it would be for the last time. Bud would later characterize the call as aggressive, saying that Davis was threatening to beat him up. While the true nature of the conversation cannot be known, what is known is that Davis and Bud agree to meet near the intersection of Avid Road and Sawgrass Place. According to Bud, and confirmed by the call logs, he called Davis back at 1:09 a.m. He said
that's his first mistake, bro. You don't do that at no 1 o'clock in the morning and go meet nobody off no road to talk about why you took their ex-wife. That's not smart, bro. That's not smart. That's not smart. Come on.
he told Davis
My bad, I kind of messed up.
him up. While the true nature of the conversation cannot be known, what is known is that Davis and Bud agree to meet near the intersection of Avid Road and Sawgrass Place. According to Bud, and confirmed by the call logs, he called Davis back at 1:09 a.m. He says he told Davis at that time that he wouldn't be meeting him after all, and would instead be going home. Bud says that Davis cursed at him and taunted him for backing out, at which time he drove straight to the meeting place. At 1:11 a.m., his final approach is caught on a local resident's surveillance camera.
Can't do nothing without getting seen on the ring camera. Whoa.
The camera only captures the sound of the impact, but another resident's camera records the moment of impact itself. The first camera not only captures the sound of the incident, but also Bud yelling something in the seconds following the impact. At 1:13 a.m., Bud's truck can be seen leaving the area. He would later say that the collision was an accident caused by Davis standing in the middle of the road. Bud says that he only saw Davis at the last second, at which point he jerked the steering wheel as hard as he could to avoid Davis and smash into his car instead. The onboard computer system shows that he did not hit the brakes and was traveling at 25 miles per hour in his Ford F-250. Davis would die that night at Self Regional Medical Center at the age of 46. At 6:30 in the morning on May 7th, roughly 5 hours after the incident, Bud Ackerman is arrested and transported to the Greenwood County Detention Center. On trial for murder the following year, he would insist that he never meant to harm Davis McClendon that night, and that it was only due to panic that he failed to call 911. The jury deliberated for less than 30 minutes before delivering a unanimous verdict of guilty. In October 2024, 42-year-old William Bud Ackerman was sentenced to 45 years in prison for murder. He's housed at the Tiger River Correctional Institution in Spartanburg County, South Carolina.
Now that was crazy. I'm going to give y'all one tip on life, man. Especially if you were a young man or a man. It's never that serious. One thing I can promise you is, it's 3-4 billion women out here, bro. Leave your city, leave your state. You'll forget about her, bro. It ain't worth leaving your kids without you as a parent. It's not that serious. He smashed your wife, your ex-wife. It ain't even your girl. Find you another one, somebody to smash on. Or go get you some money, bro. Do something. You can't live like that, though, for real, bro. You gotta do better. Again, there's another video, another reaction video from Uncle K. Oh, the head gang representing in this thing. I'm out this thing. Y'all have a good night. Catch y'all next time, all right?